Welcome. You have now entered the Haunted Library. This is where we tell scary stories inspired by you, our viewers. We know that everyone loves a good scare, and that's why we're here to bring you spine-tingling tales of horror and suspense. Each week we will take our prompts and turn them into stories that will keep you up at night. From ghostly apparitions to monsters lurking in the shadows, we'll bring your ideas to life and take you on a journey into the unknown. We'll introduce you to characters that will both terrify and intrigue you, and transport you to worlds that are both familiar and otherworldly. Our stories are not for the faint of heart, but for those who crave the thrill of the unknown. So, if you have an idea for a scary story that you want to see come to life, share it with us. Let us bring your darkest imaginings to life and take you on a journey that will leave you breathless. Put your ideas in the comments below. It started as a whisper, a rumor that spread through the small town like wildfire. There was a girl, they said, who had been impregnated by the devil himself. She was carrying a child of darkness, a creature that would bring about the end of the world. No one knew where the rumor had started, but it seemed to take on a life of its own. People began to whisper and gossip, point fingers, and casting sidelong glances at anyone they suspected of being involved. And then one day, the girl appeared. She was young, barely out of her teens, and she looked as though she had been through hell. Her belly was swollen, and she walked with a slow, unsteady gait. As she passed through the streets, people whispered and pointed, casting her hateful glares. But the girl said nothing, only kept walking, her eyes fixed on some distant point. As time went on, the girl's condition worsened. She became increasingly reclusive, seldom venturing out of her home. And then, one day, she disappeared altogether. No one knew where she had gone or what had become of her. But then one night, the screams started. They were unlike any screams anyone had ever heard, a sound that seemed to come from somewhere deep and primal. People rushed to the girl's home, but they were too late. By the time they arrived, the girl was already dead. Her body twisted and contorted in unnatural ways. And then they saw it. The creature that had been growing inside her, the child of darkness, was unlike anything anyone had ever seen. With the hooves of a goat and tiny horns sprouting from its forehead. The creature looked at them with eyes as black as night and let out a piercing cry. And then it ran, faster than any creature had ever seen, disappearing into the darkness. The people of the small town were terrified. They knew that the child of darkness was out there somewhere, and that it would stop at nothing to achieve its dark purpose. But there was something else, too. A whisper of a darker truth. A rumor that the child of darkness would draw out its father, the devil himself. So the people of the small town waited, their hearts heavy with fear. They knew the devil was coming, and that nothing could stop him, for in the child of darkness they had seen the harbinger of their doom.